Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III. We are Empress Fatim of Khan Bornu. We're going for... everything's coming in Mudhouse. No. We're going for Mother of us all. We have to... well, reform our religion and convert all of Africa to it. We just dropped a level of piety, unfortunately, last episode because of a adulterous king subject. Still don't believe that should have cost me a level of piety, but hey. We're also close to declaring war on our neighbors in the Tulunids up here, once we have the 2000 prestige necessary and are exalted more men. We can have Insight in the Heavens, which is stewardship, learning, and prestige, alright, for 10 years, and she loses a bit of opinion of me, but that's fine. We get some extra piety, more piety. Now I take the stewardship and the prestige. My son came of age. He became a astute intellectual, not too shabby. 25 learning there. Overall okay on the stats. I mean, genius makes it very easy to be okay on the stats, I guess. But still, zealous, forgiving, and content. Yeah, I mean, I did make that happen. Let's find you a nice little wife, shall we? Traits, inheritable. Now, I could be looking for another genius to just make sure we keep genius in the family. It has worked out for our mother, or us, I guess, for his mother. And there would be a genius, Ragnfried Steenkors. Shy, paranoid, and fickle, but I mean, you know, she is the Swedish pagan, so can't judge too much. She's slightly old, right? 36, that's pretty old. But she should still be fine for some nice little kids, shouldn't she? Yeah, she would be. I would be guaranteed to get genius, because they're both genii. Certainly an option. Now, the question is, do we want to start to try and breed some extra traits into our family? If there's somebody nice and Herculean or Amazonian, I guess that would be cool. Inbred, certainly not. Now, inbred can be inherited. Does inbred get inherited if you're marrying somebody who's not inbred? Well, that's a horrible penalty. Wow. Can you breed inbreeding into your family by marrying somebody outside the family? Robust and comely. I mean, ideally, of course, we would be finding somebody that is like beautiful and intelligent. But that's a mythical creature. And I'll stop saying things before I get somebody throws me to jail here. So we could get beautiful, which gives us the chance of having beautiful and genius children. In theory, I want that. I mean, not only because it's great to have even more stats, but it's also good because there's a decision we can only take if we have a trait from each of the groups. It's just that we have a chance to then lose genius. Not at all be genius or only be intelligent or something. Should be sad. How about stats? You have tons of learning, so that's nice for what we're trying to do here. You bring okay stewardship. I mean, being a genius, it's tough to not bring okay stewardship. I think that genius is the only real option. Yeah, beautiful would be nice, but seems tough. Maybe on the second son, try to get some beauty into the family. For now, let's get her in. 36-year-old, right? Yeah. I mean, she's only 20 years older than you are. It'll be fine. Not matrilineal, please. The fact that I can marry off my children matrilineally is odd. What happens? I inherit as him, but then... I don't know. It's probably fine, actually. I was still considering whether it's a way to exploit the inheritance system, but I don't think it actually is. You can stay gregarious. I do like gregarious. Who are you anyway? My daughter. I like gregarious. Yeah. Well, that's a trait. Not shy. Anything? No. Decisions. Do I host a feast? That seems very risky. We're not going to lose stress for just hosting the feast. We can still have a event that reduces stress. But we'll guaranteed gain stress at the end. A genius daughter. Well done, husband. Made a better daughter than you yourself are, I guess. Also, that's 75 prestige. That gets me closer to that 2000 that we need. More learning. Yeah, learn on the job. Very good. 20% of counselors' primary skills added to our own. If we have 20-ish counselors, which I think we have mostly, 20% of that is 4 to every skill. Yeah, it looks like about that. Now 30 learning, 23 diplomacy. That's pretty crazy, frankly. I go to the feast. Stress be damned. Yeah, we might get our coping mechanism here. If we don't get a negative stress event, we are guaranteed to have to then cope. Who do I want to improve? I guess my Cardi. Because if she gets more learning, we get more learning. Only 20% of it, but hey. I'm not seeing the reduced stress event. No, peasants must die. 1, 2. Anything down here? Yep, there's a tiny group down there. And that's that. Let's run the whole 2 rally points thing again to try and have 2 armies, I guess. And then I'll hit raise all armies. Yeah. Oh, I can no longer increase control because there's peasants there, I guess. Wow, that's not a lot of people you raised up there. Guess most of them were raised here, which, I mean, whatever. This should be enough, even with the low quality that we have. Gonna go crunch and then crunch down there in Figwick. And we lost. What did we lose? Oh, Chancellor. 31 learning, and you are a powerful vassal. That's gonna be helpful. Wait, oh, that's not. Oops, I looked at learning. Sorry, you're gonna hate me for a moment because I'm gonna fire you again. Whoops. And I'm gonna appoint the other powerful vassal here. Yeah, she'll be peeved. Nothing I can do about it. Except not make a mistake in the first place. You already know that you're defeated. Excellent. Wait, we didn't get the party end event, did we? I'm just gonna hit another party. I know it's stupid. Oh. What? Huh. We used to guaranteed have a minus 15 or something stress here, or plus 15 stress, because we're shy. But apparently we can also have a left party negative stress event there. Nice. Nice. Ah, there's the 15, okay. So we're lucky to get the 20 first. I mean, the end event is always the last, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I'm still not gonna host the feast, I don't think. Not right now. More notable guests, all I want really. Just go to another feast. I really shouldn't. We get some prestige, that puts us over the limit. And we lose stress, and we have life reaffirmed. Nice. Stress gain minus 50%, that's really good for us. Holy fudge, I'm happy I clicked that button. Now. Wait, did this? No, never mind, it didn't break apart. You. I want your kingdom. You found some more troops, but that's fine. Wait, invade kingdom? No, this is we get everything in the kingdom and everything else we control, right? I think is how the Carlsberry works. These all ties with the de jure title and all occupied countries outside it. So we're gonna have to go and do a long siege and occupy all that stuff. But then we get all that stuff, and that seems like great, right? Yeah. War, here I come. You guys are a mini ally. You guys are slightly annoying. But what can a man do? War must be declared. Now, you are a relic point that needs to go away. And you... well, that's the question. Do we fight those Aglavids? Kinda gonna have to, aren't we? Question is rather with how much do we send to fight the Aglavids? I don't know that we can piece them out. Like, go ahead, siege down their stuff, and force them out of war, like we would do in CK, in EU. So... I don't know. That it helps us at all to go north. Then again, we can't really go east at the moment. And if we have full control of their land, then they certainly cannot raise any more troops, right? So I put a little bit of... I'm not gonna gigantically focus on sieging them down or anything. But I'm gonna do a bit of stuff there, because I have these spare troops at the moment. We will have to look for this place. They might come south, and that would be a freaking annoying. We also should not be warring, especially not a giant war like this at speed 5. Also, I wish I wasn't taking attrition constantly. I mean, I'm not actually taking attrition right now, but I'm losing supply. And that is essentially the same as future attrition. Sure, that way you can walk. This way, no. Yeah, this is... forts in this game are... I don't think I've quite understood them yet. I think I mostly know how they work, but not to the fullest extent of the law. People on boats. Not particularly afraid. 257 people boating around. Not only are they not a lot of people, but also if you have been on a boat recently, you see this debuff here. They're gonna have minus 30 advantage in combat for a while. And the AI loves to boat people around. Now, I'm pretty sure the whole you get all the land you occupy thing does not extend to enemy ally land. Although that would be quite useful for me in this case. In general, I think that would be bad design. Huh. Hey Kabu, how are you here? Must be land that went away due to inheritance or something at some point, I assume. I'm pretty sure that was my land at some point in time. That's not a siege. Nana, how are you doing, dog? Grey Eminence, excellent. Pretty good on those stats. Not gonna lie. We find you a nice little husband then. Intelligent, beautiful. Genius. Genius. Now, a filter I would like, or at least a sorting option I would like, would be the quality of the inheritable skill. Like, show me geniuses, beautiful people, Herculean people first, and then others. So there are a bunch of geniuses, although one of them is a child, so I'm not super interested. That's a Herculean person too, that I almost missed. So, Herculean guy of the correct faith, with pretty awful stats, but since we're probably not going to play as her, it's not as important. Genius, with obviously decent stats, but the wrong religion. Pretty stabby, which might be a bit scary. Another genius. Just kind of meh. And then there was beautiful, right? You. Also horrible stats and the wrong faith. I do kind of want to do a breeding experiment where we don't run for genius, so we get more than just genius in this family. Herculean? I mean, you're lowborn, as is everybody else, right? Well, you wouldn't be. You're my nephew. You're not an option. Let's say I want this to slightly reduce this. Give me fertile adults. Nah, I don't know. Swap by total stats. Okay, there's that genius fella. Honor, trust, wisdom. Some obscure dynasty, which probably is not going to help with the prestige at all. Oh, it's minus 400 still. Bum, 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 bum. Herculean guy. Maybe I go for the beautiful person? Wait, that's just handsome. Where's my beautiful person? There you are. Idea being, it's my second child, so I'm probably not going to play as her. Probably. So I don't super mind her having a bunch of children. And beautiful makes more children. It gives us a better chance to have a genius beautiful person. That then I don't know what we're going to do with them. Probably marry them back to ourselves at some point. I would never. Inbreeding? What? Let's try to get some great people here. Matrilineal, yes please. Get in there. And let me get back to my war. Excellent. Could host a feast. Maybe now, with all that stress reduction we have, maybe hosting a feast is good. I try. I kind of hope that the positive feast events outweigh the negative ones now, stress events. Thanks to us having at least 50% reduction in stress, right? How much do we have? 50% stress gain reduction, another 25. Now, I don't know if this is paradox math. If it is, then we should only get a quarter of the stress. Then again, I feel like ambitious gives us plus 25. So we should still gain half of the usual stress, I believe. Disaster strikes? No. Crack open those secret stores. For sure. Gain that prestige. I do want to build buildings at some point. Gain more prestige. Without diplomatic option, sure. Legendary Raveler, opinion. He's the end, so we did not. Oh right, I think we only get the guaranteed minus. Oh. Plus stress. Which is negative for us, that's why I'm thinking minus. When we go to somebody else's feast, not on our own. That's another reason to click the button on demand, I believe. Losing some money here for our raised armies, but I guess that's not a problem. I haven't really seen enemy troops yet. It's kind of surprising to me, because they have a bunch, right? But seems fine to me. I'm gonna keep sieging this guy down. We might get something for doing it. And even if we don't, we are at least preventing him from sending troops against us. I don't think we're getting any war score for it though. Twin counters, no, just Jafara here is counted for war score. Prisons taken in siege. Were you actually worthwhile? No, just good land, okay. But war score actually does not matter to us much at all, because we're gonna have to go and occupy a bunch of land over here anyway, even if we already have 100% war score, so we can take it all in the peace deal. What I'm trying to do here is move my army up in a way that we don't take, or that we keep full supplies on the troops, while still being in position to defend. That's why I'm walking all these small stacks. Now, it's probably not a great idea to have my best troops in the back, though. It seems like a mistake. Still no enemies. Could use some spy intel telling me what's going on with my enemies, because this doesn't feel right. Bandits roaming rent. Oh, I stopped my thing, right? Yeah. Improve to Lemkin, please. And then you're making money, which is not what I think you should be doing at all. I want you to convert Tlemkin. You're defending me from stabby, you're doing religion conversion as good as you can, and you're still making my subjects like me, which seems fine. Integrate title seems like a fool's errand. It happens over time anyway, it doesn't do much, and it takes super long. So I don't know why I really would. What does it make? It makes a title part of your de jure territory, so it's rightfully yours, which obviously has advantages. Wait, do I have? No, thought I had 2 perks there. Sanctions loophole is not very good, but Scholar is going to be another 5 learning and some development growth, which less relevant for us, but 5 learning is going to be good. We're almost there. Another friend gone, but we have that stress gain reduction. Still no cool events. I should, honestly, I should set Call Hunt, Hold Feast, Go on a Pilgrimage, Seek Aid, and Mystical Communion all on Notify Me when it's available. Because I do want to do them on cooldown if I can. Speaking of if I can I walk here? I can. Excellent. Try to get some sort of reasonable forward advance going here. I'm not sure that I did. This guy just doesn't want to fight me, does he? I'm close to having his whole territory under control. Do we care about any of these guys? No, so I'd happily turn them into money. I mean, as far as I understand, it's actually somewhat realistic, the whole ransom thing. I mean, at least if you're to believe fictional accounts of medieval times, then ransom played a very important role in financing your wars. So I'm not utterly unhappy with that. But it's still a bit odd to just go around, pull random people out of forts, and then ask people for money for them. Some hook expired, that's quite alright, I don't super care. Wait, are you no longer sieging? What's going on? Why would I not be sieging Tabasa? It's held by some treacherous villain who is subject to the guy I'm at war with, right? Or something. Somehow, this is not a siege anymore. But I also don't control the place. Better commander, higher quality, but we can just grab a cousin vessel and champion here, and that's gonna be fine. Not that these battle outcome predictions are particularly reliable anyway. Charismatic negotiator, you know, but you're still a genius. Not gonna hate on a genius. No. How about a nice wife though? Ooh, that just was supposed to be paused. That's a beautiful 29-year-old. Get more of the beauty in here. There's a lot of beauty around. No Amazonians. So I think we're gonna just go with the beautiful 29-year-old. And not make it patrilineal, thank you very much. Oh, actually enemy troops. How set up am I here? Kind of. Be somewhat nice to have these guys a bit closer to the front. Oh, it can be here. Very good. Very good. And I guess I don't need to keep these guys in reserve for the Western War anymore. Because there really isn't a Western War. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any siege here. Would I be able to see that? Well, there is a castle in Tabasa. But somehow it is not my enemy. Well, I'll leave them. And leave these guys to their own whatevers. Now, I don't assume... Huh? Oh, are you not in the war? No, it's just some guy in here that's at war. This guy here, probably. Can I offer you peace in a... No, that's the whole war. I don't want to do that. I was looking for some form of separate piecing them. It's pretty sure that doesn't exist, and it doesn't. Or I didn't find it yet, at least. But wait, why are you in charge? A Forda? Can I have... I can have siege person. I know I have another siege person, but you're probably in charge somewhere over here, aren't you? You. Remove commander. And then click on the right thing and select new commander and give me the siege person, please. Where it is. It. The person. Yes. Enemies do not seem willing to take the war against to me. Faction create against me. Or more peasant rebel. Rabble, rabble, rabble. I do wonder what my next focus is gonna be. Thinking about peasant rebel, stewardship is certainly an option. But there was something I was considering earlier. And I guess I'd... Wait, do you already have a weak hook on me? Maybe it expired. I still don't believe you can do anything with it. I had an idea for a lifestyle. That would be very useful. Oh, right, the one that is that halves the conversion cost. The actual, the faith reformation cost, that is. It seems useful. I'm grouping up my troops because the enemy actually has troops here. I don't know what they're sieging down there, but it's not my stuff. So I'm gonna actually start to build an army and try to push these guys out and then start sieging these places. Actually, is that a thing I can do? Or will I take attrition for a walk here? That's a skull and crossbows, cross swords I guess, but it's not attrition. So that's fine. It's just death, you know? It'll be fine. No, it's just the you will lose this battle symbol. Which I'm totally okay with. I mean, I don't want to lose the battle, obviously, but I had just selected a tiny group of troops, so I'm not surprised that we would be losing the battle. Good deal. Now, get these guys to the front. Let's get these guys to the front. And you're already running. Oh, you ran. You're running because you got your siege done. I might be splitting up my troops again. for those supply reasons. Did you take a boat? No. Okay. That would have been stupido. Now you go over there. You stop moving. You give me a levy stack for the siege. Get that on there. Maybe get the levy stack. You're not the levy stack. You go there. Levy stack. Try to find one of those siege people and get on this place. I'm gonna have to do a lot of troop shifting in a second again to get supplies. I think the system they have here is a lot better than the one in like EU and CK2. The supply one, where you're not immediately punished for being over the supply limit of a province, but you can actually bring supplies along. I think that's very nice. But it's still not all great. Because it requires me to do this, right? Did I just... No. Yes. I still have to make sure my troops stand in the right places if I'm in any sort of prolonged engagement. Like this, especially over here in Africa. I mean, clearly this is one of the worst places to have a prolonged campaign in. Supply-wise, I would assume, because development is really bad. Who are you? You're married to my daughter and you're now a ruler. Which is, since it's not my firstborn, that's kind of okay. But I'm not happy about it. Because rulers don't share their stats with their spouses. We learned. Is there any way to see in this screen whether I get full money or not? I thought it might have been italics. And right now it looks like it is, but I feel like that's not actually true. I feel like I checked that earlier and it didn't work. This war is kind of anticlimactic. The enemy just, I mean, it makes sense. I don't think they should be fighting. Also, why can I not take this place? Sometimes this confuses me. Maybe this mosque is not, I mean, it's a mosque, not a barony. But yeah, I can't siege down these places. Apparently they don't have a fort. They have walls, right? So I was assuming, but maybe that's just not how it works. Either way, I'm pregnant apparently. And we'll have to put a cut in here. I would like to say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing, then as always, please give the video a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet for some reason. And of course, if you want to talk to me, then the comment section is a great place. In theory, Twitter would also be a great place. Not that I advertise my Twitter or anything, but you could hit me up on Twitter. Although, I must say, there was a Twitter post recently by Paradox, and they asked for your favorite content creators. And as far as I could see, nobody named me, and I'm deeply hurt. It's so sad. With all the many people that are watching these videos and that are subscribed to my channel, all the hundreds of subscribers, the tens of people who watch my videos, how does nobody of you respond to that tweet saying that certainly I am the best? Jokes aside, obviously, it's not gonna happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you like, well, I said all that. Thank you for watching. See you next time.